Hey, God bless and good day. Welcome to the Daily Reminder. We're going to encourage you to hang out here with us just for a few moments. Once again, this gives us an opportunity, we here at New Hope City Church, to just encourage you with a verse or thought, hopefully something it's a nugget for you, and you can just take it through the day. All through the New Testament, different places, we're encouraged to hang on to protect, to lay hold of, and watch over the things which we have learned. So this just gives us an opportunity to just remind you of something that you do know or did know, or maybe this is fresh. And so there's this great story in the New Testament in Mark chapter 4. Jesus has a whole day of teaching parables and just doing some training and some discipling. And the Bible says that he said to the disciples, get into the boat, let's go to the other side. And the Bible says that as Jesus got into the boat, he went into the stern of the boat, fell asleep, and this incredible storm came down upon the boat. Now you have to remember, these are veteran fishermen. They've faced things like this for years, but this storm seemed a little overwhelming. And in Mark 4 verses 37 through 39, this is what the Bible says. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat so that it was already filling. But he, Jesus, was in the stern asleep on a pillow. They awoke him, and they said to him, Teacher, Master, Rabbi, do you not care that we are perishing? Then he, Jesus, arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Listen, I just want to remind you of this. This natural storm is a great picture and a truth of where you and I are today. There is a storm raging in the nation, in the states, in government. There is a storm raging right now, and it is a battle, but it is a spiritual battle, and it is certainly in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is charged, remembering in Ephesians 2 and verse 2 that Satan is the prince of the power of the air, of the atmospheric region. I love the model, I love the example of Jesus, because sometimes if we're not careful, we'll miss the truth of what we're dealing with. The Bible says that Jesus arose and he rebuked the wind, but he said to the sea, he rebuked the wind and said to the sea. Now, let me just remind you of this. We are, even as the disciples were moving to the other side, we are moving forward in this hour into something wonderful, something marvelous, something we believe that God has carried in his heart for a long time. We are moving in that direction. As we're moving forward, it's possible we're going to face a storm here and there. Again, certainly with what is happening in the nation at this time. But Jesus models for us the way we need to handle the storms that we encounter. He rebuked the wind, but he just spoke to the sea. He rebuked what he couldn't see. You can't see wind. You can't see it. You can see the result of wind, but you can't see wind. Jesus rebuked what he couldn't see, that which was in the unseen realm. He took authority. When the Bible says he rebuked it, he took authority over it. He exercised the authority that the Father had given him over the unseen places, but he just spoke to what he could see. Listen, the water, the sea, was just responding to the wind blowing, and the water was sinking the boat. If you and I are not careful, we're going to get these two backwards. And instead of taking authority, the authority that the Lord has given us over the enemy, the authority that the Lord has given us over principalities and powers, instead of standing in authority and rebuking what we can't see, we'll start rebuking what we can see. You have to remember Ephesians 6 and 12. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood. Our fight is not against people. It's not against one another, but against principalities and powers and the rulers of the darkness of this world. You and I have to be quick to discern. And remember, we're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're not wrestling with one another. We're fighting against an unseen force that has been launched and breathed into existence by the enemy himself. He rebuked what he couldn't see, and he just calmly spoke to what he could see. That is a model for us. That is a model for us. We don't want to get the two mixed up or backwards. God bless you. Hope this has been a blessing. Catch you next time.